June 2016. Guys, there's reports from across the Midwest, all the way up to Utah, about something coming into the upper atmosphere last night. It came in as a single object, and then reports are saying that it broke into two. Many thought that it was some type of satellite coming back to Earth. It very well could be. And some mentioned the Chinese satellite, the Heavenly Palace, or Tiangong 1, that we've been watching. But Tiangong 1 is up and still flying high as we look at this object again. Also, the Air Force Base in that area said they had not launched any rockets as we go through this. Go through it in half speed and then in full speed. What's amazing is one of the images that are coming in from a video that was over the airport is showing an airplane coming in, and then this object breaking apart on the other side of the plane and coming in from the other direction there. Got a few still shots here as it went through. But again, check this out. It came in very level. It doesn't seem to be turning and rotating and falling apart. But if you had a spacecraft or a satellite fall back to Earth, your larger parts on the outside, as far as the solar panels, things like that, are going to burn off. And then you're going to have the solid hunks of metal that actually become molten in that heat. And then as they get lower in the atmosphere, they will reharden. But here's the image as it's coming in. You got an aircraft coming in from this side to the right. This object's coming in from the left, and right about here, it appears to try to break apart. Again, I'm sure there's some other images out there that are clear, but I wanted to come in and talk about this because we do have Tiangong 1 that we're watching, and it's supposed to be out of control. Guys, I have my doubts on complete out of control, and I'll show you why. Just as I did this, I flipped over to our website, bpearthwatch.com, and that's where you have the Tiangong 1 tracker set up. You'll see it just to the right below the center of the page. Now, here is as of 10:55 Central Time. Now, you've got, again, the miles in altitude and kilometers, 238.45. It's approaching the low point. And, guys, if you're watching this, you will see the altitude almost come to a stop. And then you'll see it start rising again, and you'll see faster movement both up and down. But on the 11th, I recorded this satellite dropped to 229 miles in altitude. After that, it started climbing again. Now, I'm not at home. I'm on another computer, guys, and I do not have that image with me now. I clicked and saved the image at low pass, but in a few days, I will be back in my office, and I will load that image showing you that low point. I have several images of low points, but that was the lowest, and now you're looking at your altitude at 238.46. Notice that after it comes over that equator in these passes, you'll start seeing it approach its low point each time, as you see it coming now over, approaching the South African coast. But watch this, you'll see 238.47. Again, this thing's moving at 4.77 miles per second, giving it an orbital period of 93 minutes, 238.48. That's your miles. And you can see there's very little movement as it levels out in its elliptical orbit. It's not a perfect circle. It's oblong, so you have a close and a high point to our planet. You have that actually twice in a 93-minute period. But 238.49, you see it just came back up. So that's what you would mark if you're tracking this, or either take a screenshot at that time. But we were at 238.38, low point in this orbit. And I've seen that 9 miles lower. These things don't do that, not unless they are still under control. Now, why would China do that? Don't know. Maybe they want to have it when it starts to drop to that low point where it goes out over the ocean. Now, that would be the best case scenario with this thing not to hit land. Of course, we've got 75% of the Earth's surface is water, and it makes it a little easier. But this is large, and again, the outer solar panels and all the antenna tips, anything like that, will be disintegrated before this thing starts to burn into full reentry. But once it does, it's going to speed up much faster than that 4.77, and you're going to see it start to go down from that altitude very quickly. But again, that whatever that was that came in was not Tango 1. We're watching it, guys. It's a heads up. Be safe.